What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? We are back. Here we go with this Wi-Fi being low. What the heck is going on with that? But anyways, we're gonna work through that. We're back live. Let me make sure I go ahead and broadcast this to really everybody. Let's see. Uh-huh. What's up, y'all? So obviously, I want to come on here and kind of give my initial reaction to the 49ers drafting Trey Lance. I want to bring everybody on. So I want the fans. I want to hear your guys' reactions. I want to see your guys' reactions. So I'm going to post the invite link to the group chat. All right. So I'm giving you guys the opportunity to come on, talk to me about how y'all feel. All right. Are you guys able to? Let me see. Are you guys able to? Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Are you guys able to click that right there? Will that let you guys get in here so we can talk about this? Trey Lance to the 49ers. I am excited. If anybody's really been listening to me, you guys know that I've been kind of, that's why I was like, that's who it's got to be. And I even tweeted out this, I would say about 4 days ago. I tweeted out that if there was one person that I would bet my money, my life savings on, that's what I put. If there's one player I'd bet my life savings on that this quarterback is going to be successful, it was Trey Lance. And that was how I felt. And that's including everybody, whether it's Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields. I like Justin Fields the most for what he is right now. But if I had to bet money on one person, bet my life savings on any one person, it was going to be Trey Lance. All right. Let me see. Let me get this link out. We're going to get in here. Make sure you guys, if you guys want, I put the link in here. I put the StreamYard link in there. Are you guys able to click that? If you guys can click on that, or if you guys can copy paste that or something, you can join this show. I want to get in here. I want to get your guys', to get the conversation going with y'all in here. So you guys look in the comments. That should be in here. I'll post it again right here. I think that's how you guys do it. I think that's how we do it, right? All right. Let me go to, I want to post this to Twitter. Najee Harris. Najee Harris. I said it. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Najee Harris to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I like that. I like that. He's a Le'Veon Bell clone. He really is. He is a Le'Veon Bell clone. He's from the Bay Area. That's dope. All right. I gotta figure out how to get y'all in here. Matter of fact, I got some homies. Hold on. We're gonna get this going, you guys. Let me just continue to kind of get set up. There we go. Trey Lance to the 49ers. All right, all right, all right. Lance coming to Frisco. Yes, sir. Trey to the Bay. I like it. I'll say this about Trey Lance. And hold on. Let me tweet out the link. Let me tweet out the link real quick, y'all. And then I'm gonna give my legit takes on what I feel about Trey Lance and what I feel like he brings to the table. And why I'm so, I guess you could say, bullish on him on what he potentially can be. All right, I'm gonna give you guys all my initial thoughts. 1 second, let me tweet out this link. All right. All right. I tweeted it out. All right. We on, y'all. So, Trey Lance. Why was I so bullish on Trey Lance? Why did I feel like this was the right move to make? Hold on. There's a couple more people I need to tweet this out to. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Invite. Okay, we got some people in here. We got some people in here. Real quick, let's go to Dylan. Come on, Dylan. You are on. What's good, man?
Was good.
Were you
Okay, we
drinking
got some
alcohol?
people in here.
You gotta try to chase it with the water or what? What's good?
Dylan. Let me go ahead and mute the YouTube. Hold on.
Yeah.
I like the pick. I want it feels the most, but I mean, I'm not complaining at all. Trey area.
Yeah, so this was just my kind of initial reaction to the whole thing, or really not just initial reaction to the pick, but just my thought process. Hey, and if you guys, if I kind of go in and out, if I'm a little blurry or whatnot, we're in the middle of like this little storm out here in the south, so my Wi-Fi is kind of up and down right now. But the reason why I thought it would be Trey Lance and kind of what made sense to me is because there are certain things with players that I think coaching staff, the front office, they really took a lot of that into account and kind of understood, what these things meant. And when you have a guy like Trey Lance, clearly he has all the ability, right? Like he has all the intangibles. He has the big arm, the athleticism, the accuracy is come and go, but you see he can make all the throws. So really, is can we get him to be more consistent? And a lot of times with guys like that, if they have the work ethic and the mindset that they will not take no for an answer with any aspect of their game and whatnot, they are guys that can overcome some of the things that they aren't as great at. And Trey Lance, when they get to know the person, he's clearly that. So I think that was a lot of it that went into drafting a guy like him over somebody like, Mac Jones. Obviously, like you, I like Trey Lance the most. I mean, not excuse me, Justin Fields. Yeah. I like Justin Fields the most out of any quarterback in this class. But if I had to bet on one of them to be successful, and I tweeted this out earlier this week, it was going to be Trey Lance just because of his mental makeup. And I think that's the part of it with the game and everything that some of the fans kind of miss out on. Sometimes you don't get to see that side of it, where there's some guys that just look at this as a job. There's other guys that look at it as, this is my passion, this is my love. And Trey Lance comes across as that type of person.
Yeah, a lot of things you can't see on tape that I read. He's definitely probably the most mature. He seems the most driven. I mean, I read one tweet that said at times he would have 250 plays at a time on his wristband. You just don't hear that much in college, so
right.
He definitely got a good one. So
yeah, and even just to add to that, his ability to like get in the huddle, command the huddle, like that's a big thing. Looking guys in the eyes while you're calling a play, being comfortable, being able to spit out, all the verbal language, and then also going to the line of scrimmage, calling out your line protection, those type of things, like everything that they put on him as a 19-year-old kid, those things are tough. And he was someone that was able to like take in all of that, lead his team to a 17-0 record with him starting, win the national title at the FCS level. And it's like, damn, this is where he's at right now. Where can he go? And some guys is like, well, they have high upside, but are they going to work to get there? You kind of worry about that. He's a guy you definitely don't have any issues with that.
Yeah, I haven't watched the Shanahan and Lynch press conference yet. Did you watch that yet?
Nuh-uh, not yet.
Yeah.
What were you talking about? The latest one? I mean, like the one when they both.
Yeah, the one they just did. Yeah.
Yeah. I watched that.
No, I'm talking about tonight.
Oh no, they just did one tonight.
Yeah, I saw it. They did it was like 10 minutes or something. Yeah, I didn't watch it. I was gonna see if you had seen it.
Oh no, I've been so caught up in the whole, just the draft, watching it, seeing who's getting picked and everything like that.
What you think about the Steelers picking Najee Harris? I don't like that pick. I feel like their O-line is so bad.
It's crazy. I just when they were on the clock and you had Roger Goodell at the podium, I told my son, I was like, Najee Harris? He was like, no, I don't think so. Then it was Najee Harris. He's a Le'Veon Bell clone, and they've had the same, coaching staff the entire time. So if that's somebody who they felt strongly about, I figured that would be something that somebody that they're gonna take. But I'm gonna get you off here. I got a couple more people trying to get on. I got Brett coming in next. I appreciate you coming on. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. But yeah, I'm gonna get you out of here. I got Brett coming on right now, man. I appreciate you, dog.
All right, see you.
All right. I got Brett coming in next. Brett, what's good with you? What's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on?
I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I think you got mute the,
hold on.
at least mute it or something, silence it or something.
Oh shit, now I can't hear anything. Hold on, sorry, I'm fucking this up.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Okay, there you go. I got you.
Hold on one second. Let me see. Travis Etienne. Wow, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. So what's up, man? How you feeling? How you feeling about the pick and everything?
Great. Yeah, so I am the 49ers analyst for a draft site called Draft Tech, and I had actually kind of called Trey Lance going to the 49ers after going with Justin Fields for quite a while before that. As soon as the news kind of hit that it was down to Lance or Jones, I kind of switched to Lance right away. So I was like, I'm stoked. I'm very excited to see him.
What about him? What about Trey Lance? Like, was so like appealing to you as far as like a fit to the 49ers?
I think it comes down to a lot of the stuff that he did in college kind of translates. Like you kind of talked about I watched your video about like the pro readiness of just coming from that system of like he knows, like he's familiar with the verbiage of like having an NFL offense, having to do the checks at the line of scrimmage, to change his protections, to change the play if he needs to kind of do that stuff. And I think the big kind of knock on him coming out was the accuracy, which if you watch, like it's a lot of footwork issues, which he's been working on. So like he misses a couple throws, and it's because he changes up his footwork and he doesn't get his base set, and so he's been working on that. And if he continues to work on that, I think he's got the highest upside in this class. So
big time. I always try to look at what can you improve, what can't you improve, or what's harder to improve. And I talked to several coaches, and I had one DM me right after the 49ers pick. And every coach I asked, like, hey, what's easier to improve on? Is it processing or accuracy? And they all said accuracy was the easier one to improve on. So you look at Trey Lance and you try to figure out what type of kid he is, or young man, what's his work ethic like, and when you start to find those things out and look at him as someone that's going to like work tirelessly to improve on those things, you hear his quarterback coach, John Beck, talk about him and say, hey, like, this is a guy who asked me, don't sugarcoat it. Like, tell me what I need to improve on. When you have somebody like that, like they're just different. And I think the 49ers gambled essentially on the guy. I mean, they're using 3 first-round draft picks on him. And it's someone who has limited playing experience, only 17 games at the FCS level, which is a lower level, and still they took his guy. I think that kind of really says a lot about the person that they feel Trey Lance is, more so even than the actual player. So that's definitely big time. Definitely.
Yeah, super smart kid. He's going to be fantastic. And I loved his media presence. Like if you've checked out any of the like interviews that he did in I know that doesn't seem like a huge thing, but just like the way that he's ready for the moment and the spotlight, and I'm very excited about him.
Nah, definitely, man. Definitely. I appreciate you coming on. Yeah, so I'm gonna remove you now, but appreciate you coming on. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'm gonna keep getting everybody on. So make sure you guys, I'll send out the link again.
Patreon too. I'm already on there.
Hey man, patreon.com. I haven't put anything out. I've been so overwhelmed with like I've been on like a million podcasts, radio shows this last week, so I haven't been able to put out as much content.
On 49ers too. You're everywhere, man.
Yeah. This was a busy week, but I'm gonna get back to pumping out content on the Patreon. So I appreciate you being a part of the Patreon community, man. Thank you so much.
Of course.
All right, here we go. Wilson, what up, big dog? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Oh man, I'm good. I'm just I I'm excited. What were your initial thoughts to the 49ers taking Trey Lance?
I figured it was Fields and Lance the whole time. I never bought the Max stuff. Like Kyle's been seeing what them types of quarterbacks have done to him this whole time. You know, he was thinking I got to get me one. The first thing I thought about was like the last time he had one was when he had his hands on RG3 before the injury. They had the Seahawks on the ropes in that playoff game before he got hurt. But no, it's big potential, obviously, with Trey. And the part I like about him, he just seems like the type of guy where he's going to continue to work and you don't have to worry about it. And I heard what you were just saying when he's the guy where you can shoot it straight and you can talk to him about getting better. He's not going to feel any type of way. It feels like he speaks Kyle's language and it's going to be fine.
Yeah, and not only like you can shoot it straight with him. He wants that. Like he wants that feedback. He wants that conversation. He wants and I'm telling you, as somebody who coaches, you know, a lot of kids, a lot of youth, it's really hard to find dudes like that. It's hard. And maybe they just found something in him that was different than a lot of the other guys in this class.
Yeah, and I think that's huge. Like just to piggyback on what you said, the fact that you're never going to really worry about him not working. Like he's always going to be working. He's never going to feel like. I feel like you're never going to worry about him getting complacent.
Yeah,
it's just a great fit.
And I think that's part of it. And again, I can see when my Wi-Fi is kind of down. Remember, guys, I'm in the storm right now. We got a storm going on here in the south, especially southeast Arkansas. So if my Wi-Fi kind of dips in and out, and I start to get a little blurry, that's why. But in the sense of Trey Lance, man, like those are things that it's really hard to kind of understand. And that might be what they like more about him than even the Justin Fields, who I thought was the most talented quarterback in this class. Just, you know, when you start to kind of go through a checklist of, you know, biggest arm, most athletic, you know, very intelligent, consistency, you know, all those things. It's like, well, Trey Lance checked all those boxes. But, I mean, not Trey Lance. Justin Fields checked all those boxes. Those are some of the things that Trey Lance is going to actually have to work to catch up on. But definitely, you know, he has the ability to do so. So to not just have the ability, but, you know, have the traits, and the work ethic to go along with it. And that's big time for sure.
Yeah, and my last little thing, and I get out of here, I was just going to say, I'm so happy that we can finally get a chance to see Kyle's full playbook. We haven't seen it since he's been here with the Niners, and I don't think people really get that. It's been, for the most part, it's been different levels of training wheels. I can't wait to see the wheels eventually come off and things come to life finally. Use the whole field. Like, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, and not just the full playbook, but okay, Greg Newsome went to the Ravens. Wow, that's a great pick. I love Greg Newsome. Anybody knows or they've heard me talk about Greg Newsome, I think he had the best film of any cornerback that I watched. But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on. Appreciate you chopping up with me. Yeah, make sure you guys subscribe. I'm gonna do this more often. I'm gonna try to do this at least once a week. Get everybody on here and just chop it up, talk about some 49er football, especially during the offseason. Because after the draft, you know, it gets kind of slow. So I appreciate you coming on, big dog.
Thank you for having me, man. Have a good one.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right, y'all. How y'all feeling, man? You guys let me know, man. You guys let me know. I'm tweeting out real quick. Great pick for the Ravens. Mm-mm. All right, man. How y'all feeling? Dang, my Wi-Fi. I can see my Wi-Fi when it starts to go low. How y'all feeling about this 49er pick? I know I'm excited. Trey Lance, it's hard to find guys that are like that have that type of mindset and, you know, and the ability to go along with it. Mac Jones, he slid to 15. I thought that should have been somewhere where Mac Jones went all along. I thought he was more of a 15 to 20 pick. That made more sense to me, you know, more so than somebody taking him top 5. Never made sense to me. I just had Wilson on. I will say I bought into the fact that I strongly believe that the 49ers traded up. I have 2 ways I look for it. So I try to be very objective. There's 2 things. There's 2 ways I look at it, right? And I'll give you guys kind of my perspective and whatnot. I did think that there was a chance that they traded up for Mac Jones because that's who Kyle Shanahan really liked. And then when you watch Mac Jones film, it's clear as to why he would like that style of quarterback and why he would like him. Where they trading up to into the top 3, jumping ahead of Atlanta Falcons, who have been linked to Trey Lance the whole time, that really liked him. That also made sense. But I do think, originally it sounds like, and Kyle Shanahan is a straight shooter. He liked Mac Jones, traded up for him, did his due diligence, and once you come across a kid like Trey Lance, it's just like he's terrific, and guys like that, when you see it in person, you see the size, 6'4", 230 pounds, his ability. When you watch the ball come off of his hand, that's enough to sway a guy. Trust me. When you see it in person, it's one thing to watch some of these things on film. When you see it in person, you start to think, maybe I can work through some of his issues. You guys need the link to get on. I definitely want to hear your guys' perspective with all of this. Go ahead, click the link. You are able to join. Yes, sir. My guy, I'm trying to get my guy. His interviews were outstanding. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. So, I'm chewing a gummy worm right now. A few weeks ago, I actually messaged his quarterback coach, Quincy Avery. And I was like, man, I just have this gut feeling. I don't know why, but I have this gut feeling that they're going to take Trey Lance. And he was like, I think they might do that too. The 49ers requested that he go work with John Beck. And I think the whole John Beck thing, and I'm about to bring my boy Paul on right now, but I was like, I could see it. And maybe they were just doing their due diligence and they ended up liking more of what they saw, but whatever it was, it definitely worked out. All right, I'm bringing my guy Paul on. So Paul is an avid Mac Jones fan. So why were you so bullish on Mac Jones? I know you were really excited to. I can't see you. First of all, it's like a black screen. Are you in the dark?
Yeah, I was getting ready to leave. You still can't see me?
I mean, kind of. I mean, I can see like your arm. I saw.
I'm about to be at the gas station, so it'll get a little lighter.
Okay, so real quick, talk about why you're so bullish on Mac Jones, because obviously, like the 49ers fan base did not want him, and they were like, "No, we do not want Mac Jones."
Hey,
but you were like, "Dude, he's gonna be great." So talk to us a little bit about Mac Jones.
Hey, listen, man, 49er fans had me crying. Like, just everywhere I looked, it was a Niner fan saying, no, everybody but Mac Jones. And I'm like, dude, like, what is so bad about him? Like, so.
Listen, Paul, they could have took you and the 49er over Mac Jones, and the 49er fan base would have been happy about it.
Man, look. We know he's not the best athlete, right? We get that. But he has great pocket presence.
He does.
And he keeps plays alive until his receivers can't get open. And I just don't see. I seen Burrow 3 years ago, or 2 years ago, when he had that mediocre year, nobody knew who he was, right? Then he comes in, he's got three first round receivers. Okay, well, he has 2 first round receivers, and then Terrence Marshall's a 5-star coming out of high school. I think he was the best receiver in his class. He sets all these records, and he goes number 1. So Mac Jones did the same thing. He didn't throw for 5,600 yards, but he also had 130 less pass attempts. Burrow threw for 5,600 on 530 pass attempts.
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing that you're kind of missing. All right, the thing you're missing is the playmaking ability, and that's one thing that a lot of NFL teams are coveting, and that's what Mac Jones, from an ability standpoint, kind of is missing out on. Now with Mac Jones, obviously, like he's good with what he is, right? A terrific ball distributor, and he does
Right.
that as good, if not better, than everybody.
Right.
But in the NFL, you and I know everybody's faster, everything moves faster. You don't have just far and away the best receiver. Like your receivers aren't just going to be far and away better than the team you're playing against defensive backs, especially in New England, right? Like that's kind of been their issue.
Right.
So now it's like, do you have the traits to kind of overcome a more difficult situation? And I think that was maybe like the question mark with him, not in the sense of like what he is, but just you don't have the biggest arm, you're not the most athletic. Will you be able to overcome those things? And I think that's part of why you see him go 15th, where I thought he should have went all along, more so in that range.
So and I get it. I get all of that. But so for the Niners, I know the Niners hated him. You're gonna go into a situation where, you don't have the Judy or the Rugs and stuff, but you have playmakers around. He's not going into a situation where he got Matthew Slater at receiver. You have Ayuk, you got Debo, you got Kittle, and you got Mostert. Like, so that it would have been a great fit because I still have playmakers around me, and I got this superb defense. You 49ers fan, you guys are one guy away from winning the Super Bowl. And that guy's a quarterback.
But
and
what
you guys are still.
What about when you got to start really paying guys, and now all of a sudden, you might lose a player here or there, or maybe your offensive line isn't as great. Will he be able to overcome that? Is there any type of change up? So 49ers went out, they drafted Trey Lance. We know one thing. If things aren't perfect, we know Trey Lance can win a different way. So he can win with his arm. He can make all the throws. He can do all those things. And it's like, man, maybe I'm a little off today, or maybe the defense is on to what we're doing. All right, let's start utilizing his legs. A guy like Trey Lance forces defenses to play 11 on 11. You know what I'm saying? And that just adds a different element to just how dangerous you are, especially if you have a good offensive coordinator like 49ers have.
I would have been if y'all would have took Fields, I would have been happy. Y'all took Lance. I don't know. I can't take a guy who's throwing 8 passes a game, man. I can't do it, man.
You like Cam Newton?
Yeah, Cam Newton was cool. I wasn't like the biggest fan of him. He was good, but like
his league MVP.
If we had Fields up there, right, with Trey Lance, like, you're gonna take this guy who's throwing 8 passes a game? Like, dude, he had 388 pass attempts. Like, dude, at number 3, I just can't take you. Like, you're not.
So this is what I say to that. All right.
Well, I know there's a lot of upside, and that's what everybody looks at. You got a lot of upside,
So this is why I say, and not to compare him to Cam Newton in a sense, but just there are situations of coming from more running style offenses, more power stuff, and then going to like where the NFL, right? And I always look at what a guy can do or what he can't do. And I don't think because they didn't run a lot or throw a lot, I don't think that means that they can't throw. And then you look at Cam Newton threw the same amount of passes in college as Trey Lance. And then you see Cam Newton go to the NFL. His first 2 games, he throws for over 800 yards, throws for over 4,000 yards as a rookie. So it's like even though they have like a limited passing game in the sense of what they were asked to do in college, that doesn't necessarily mean that at the next level, it's like, well, I just can't throw because I didn't throw a whole lot. So, I mean, obviously there is projection there. And I get what you're saying in the sense of, well, Mac Jones threw a lot. Mac Jones was that guy. You know what I'm saying? And Lance wasn't. So I could see why you're a little skeptical there.
And then, I mean, it don't even have to be compared to Mac Jones. I just I'm not saying he can't throw the ball, but like you didn't throw enough. Like to be that 3rd pick with Fields on the board, and then Mac Jones. You take Mac Jones out the equation with Fields still on the board. I wouldn't have took him over Fields.
Right. Well, I like Fields the
No,
most in this
but
class
I
too.
see I see the arm power. I see the arm strength and stuff. It's there.
So real quick, so watching the draft, I know the Jets didn't do anything like too sexy. I mean, y'all got a quarterback, then
That
y'all
was
drafted
just too sexy.
y'all drafted a guard, right? From USC. Is that y'all?
Yeah.
So that's good. Protect your young guy. I'll ask, has there been a team that maybe did something that you thought was like, hey, that's really good? So just you've been in the
Oh,
car.
you already know who I thought that was the best. They have an A+ because they really needed it, and he just went. You already know who I think.
Ravens.
Le'Veon Jr. Come on,
Oh,
man.
Le'Veon Jr. I told everybody, I was like, hey, that's Le'Veon Jr. for real.
Come on,
And
man.
you
Like
said that. You said that.
you needed y'all. They missed Le'Veon badly, and it showed. Like, you don't have a run game. Big Ben's out here throwing 60 passes a game. Like, you got James Conner and Benny Snell.
Oh, they ain't getting nobody. Well, go ahead.
You got James Conner and Benny Snell. Like, that's yeah, man. The Steelers needed that. That was big. That was big time right there. I mean, that's Le'Veon. Catch the ball out the backfield. Very patient when we get the ball. That was a big pick right there for them.
Yeah. All right, Paul. I'm gonna get you up out of here.
I seen Niger that when he got picked, Niger, Texas. He was like, he really Todd Gurley. I'm like, man, not at all.
Nah, he's Le'Veon. Todd Gurley had gas.
Yeah.
Najee don't got gas like that, but he is hella athletic.
And I think Najee's a better a catcher out the backfield.
Yeah, he really Le'Veon. But all right, I'm gonna get you up out of here. I know you're going somewhere.
Who just got picked? Who just got picked?
So just now it was the defensive end, big ass defensive end from Houston. But previously though, the Ravens, they had like back-to-back picks.
Who did they take?
They took Greg Newsome, and then they took Rashad Bateman.
I thought the Browns took Greg Newsome.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, the Browns.
Oh, well.
The Browns took Greg Newsome. When I left, they took Greg. Ravens was on the clock when I left. And they took Rashad Bateman.
Okay, hold on. Gotta delete that tweet.
Is Rashad Bateman? Is he gonna be who's the guy that they have over there? Is he from Penn State? Miles Boykin. Is it Miles Boykin? Yeah.
Yeah, Boykin is the Baltimore. He was like a bigger, freakier guy. We'll see. Bateman, people look at him more
Boykin's like 6'4", huh?
Yeah, Boykin, big dude.
Yeah, Boykin's like 6'4", huh? Yeah.
Bateman not big like that, but he got solid size, but he ain't.
Hey man, I before I go, man, I really can't believe that teams out here taking Jamar over the Heisman winner, man. It's still crazy to me. I can't believe I watched that.
Everybody love Jamar Chase, bro. And I wasn't one that was like hella high on him. I know
why.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean he's good, but I mean two natties, a Heisman, and like I tweeted this, like he solely did that. Like that was him. The game-winning catch in the natty freshman year, the Heisman this year, the records before the halftime. Like, come on, man. You just don't pass up on a guy like that. Then I look at Jamar Chase and I go look at the film, and it's like, are you going to be able – if you're going to be the guy, the number one, are you going to be able to get away from Ramsey? Because I seen you against A.J. Terrell, and you caught some balls that was like, I didn't catch that. Or Burrow put that right there. Like, where's the separation? Like, you're not going to be able to catch those balls against – you're not going to be able to catch those balls against Ramsey and Jair and Lattimore and those guys. That's not happening.
So that was my big issue. That was my big issue with him, where it's like, is the bully ball going to be consistent at the NFL level? And I think that's going to be we're going to find out. I would not have taken the receiver in the top 10. Kyle Pitts is the only pass catcher I would have personally taken in the top 10. I think now more so than ever, teams are able to manufacture touches and production 4 receivers throughout the draft. So it's like
Right.
Kyle Pitts, that's different. He's a tight end. He's a mismatch problem. And there's only one Kyle Pitts in this class. Receivers is
So
like you're
fact.
going to see several receivers be very productive, like whether they got drafted in the first round, second round, third round, fourth round. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that was kind of my reasoning on like I would struggle to take a receiver top 10. Not to say that they're not really good or special, but you would have to be
You
really
can not-
different. Like Kyle
Right,
Pitts.
you know, you can always find a receiver who can produce.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a Kyle Pitts, but all right, man. Yeah, man. Good luck to your Niners, man. Y'all stuck with Jimmy G for another year. That's sad to see.
We'll see.
Maybe out
I
here
think he
throwing the
gotta
ball with his
play.
eyes closed again. Yeah, no, he got to play. He got to play. You know,
I
there's
think
no
Trey
doubt
Lance
about
got to
that.
play. Trey Lance
Oh,
got
you
to play.
think Trey? Wow, man. You think
He
you
got to
ready?
play. You got to play.
Exactly. See, he ain't ready, but he got to play. But all right, Croc, man. Appreciate you bringing me
All
on
right.
here, man.
All right, for sure, big dog.
All right.
All right, y'all. Eric Stokes to the Packers. Try to turn it off. Let's see. Yeah, you're good. Eric Stokes to the Packers. Another corner off the board. I'm probably gonna get out of here. My Wi-Fi is kind of shoddy right now, y'all. So I'm gonna get off right now. But trust me, we're gonna get back on here tomorrow. We got a storm out here, so my Wi-Fi is kind of up and down. We're gonna get back on here tomorrow. We're gonna talk about the second round for the 49ers. I definitely want to get in here with y'all. Definitely get your overnight reactions to the 49ers pick. I'm excited. Go Niners. Let's get it, y'all.